early on, the whole thing about not being retroactive, where the person that was cited early and did the right thing and spent the money, and his neighbor 3 houses down sort of blew you off and didn't do anything, and now they're getting amnesty. What's the thought process behind the not retroactive? Why not allow that person, you know, is it a matter of documentation, or, you know, why not allow them to have the second unit, but maybe up to code or something?
That's a good question, and I'd love to tell you there was a lot of clarity of thought in that. It was more of avoiding a hairball.
My problem is that it's a misdemeanor, but we're carving out one of the wealthiest areas in the city, the Pierpont area. And so far, a lot of the enforcement has been on the west side, which is the poor area. So I think if we don't include Pierpont, if there's any other areas in the city that we're carving out from enforcement of this ordinance, that needs to be cleaned up, because I think we open up the city to a selective enforcement problem. In order of importance, I have a problem that if we look at the ordinance, it's criminal in nature, quasi-criminal, in that it says on page 12 under section 13, violations of this ordinance shall be a misdemeanor.
To me, it's just a matter of fairness. You trap, some people do the right thing, you know, after they've been cited, and the ones that don't, once an amnesty program comes into play, you always have that factor of fairness to the guy who actually did it. And I'm not sure that the no retroactive, rather than some process to decide whether you do or you don't. I'm not sure a blanket sort of line drawn in the sand is appropriate from a fairness standpoint. So that's the only point I bring up.